Next at 6, we are live tonight in the city of Prosser after the city abruptly lets its administrator go. Alyssa Warner will join us with the new information. Stacy?
And the mountains are about to get hammered. Austin, snow. That's what we're talking about. Plus, we're going to see wet, windy conditions in the lower elevations. All the details in my First Alert weather forecast.
I'm Emily Goodell with Apple Valley News Now. The Toppenish School Board has voted to fire former Superintendent John Cerna after a year of paid admin leave. But Cerna's lawyer tells me it's not over quite yet. We'll have that coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. We start with breaking news. Just as we are coming on the air, the Kennewick Police Department has arrested the man who triggered an hours-long SWAT standoff last week. And this case is connected to a kidnapping case we also first brought you last week. According to KPD, Zachary Lockridge was arrested on suspicion of kidnapping, burglary, and assault. On February 21st, KPD asked for help in finding a woman who had been taken against her will. The woman was later found safe, and the search for the suspect continued. On Thursday, a stolen vehicle led police to a home at 6th and Conway Streets in Kennewick, and authorities say evidence led them to believe Lockridge was at the house. He wasn't. But yesterday, an off-duty KPD officer says he spotted the man at a local business and he was arrested. The man is now in the Benton County Jail. Well, the city of Prosser abruptly announcing that the city administrator has been let go effective immediately. My colleague Alyssa Warner has been working to get more information about what happened all day. She joins us live from Prosser with the very latest. Alyssa, what have you found out?
Hey, Austin. Yeah, so this is the second shakeup the city of Prosser has had within the past 7 days. On Friday, as we know, the police chief resigned, and then on Monday, we got the news that the mayor had opted to separate employment from the city administrator. Now, I spoke with both Mayor Gary Vigar and former city administrator Tom Glover today. And Glover told me that he had been on leave when that decision came through on Monday. He says the city notified him by email, but he says he didn't get it before the announcement came through on the evening news Monday night. Now, the mayor, though, when I spoke to him this afternoon, had a slightly different explanation of what happened here.
Him knowing that there was going to be a separation that was shared with him well in advance. He has chosen to take a leave, and we have chosen to continue on with our plan of separation.
Now, Mayor Vigar was sworn in at the start of this year. He says that without cause in this instance simply means that the city opted to end the city administrator's contract. Glover is eligible for severance. That will add up to 3 months' pay, which the city would then be obligated to pay him. Now, as for the administrator's office moving forward, the mayor says the city will have to come up with a plan of how to manage that and where to go next. But he says that is something that they are excited to do. Now, we do have a city council meeting starting here in just about an hour. We'll be here for that. For right now, Austin, I'm going to send it back to you live in Prosser. I'm Alyssa Warner.
Alyssa, we appreciate that. Thank you. Turning to our weather, the mountains are about to get buried in snowfall, and we could see some wet conditions in the lowlands. Stacy Lee tracking your First Alert weather forecast. Hi, Stacy.
Hey, Austin. Yes, we're already seeing snow on the Cascade Mountains tonight. This is the beginning. This is, well, we'll say beginner snow. And we're also seeing heavy snow falling tonight in Pendleton area across the I-84 corridor. Rain showers kind of coming through the area. Look for some stray scraggly showers through the region. Here's what's coming our way. We've got blizzard-like conditions for the Blue Mountains, and we could see anywhere from 8 to 19 inches and winds up to 60 miles an hour. The east slopes of the Cascades looking at 12 to 22 inches, and those upper elevations in the Cascades could see 2 to 4 feet, along with strong gusty winds, making travel difficult to impossible, so be aware of that. Scattered showers through our region tonight, wet and windy Wednesday for most of us tomorrow. Again, that heavy mountain snow just getting started tonight all the way into Thursday, and we could even see a wintry mix here in the lower elevations. Let's talk about, let's shift gears and talk about that beautiful sunrise this morning around the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, out on the Columbia Point Tower Cam this morning. Here it comes. We had that light, we had the sunshine come through, mostly clear skies to start our day, but then we started to see those clouds move in, and that's what we have tonight on our Dust Devil Sky Cam. 46 degrees. Our feels like temperature is already down to 40, and our winds are a little bit breezy this evening at 14 miles an hour. So bundle up, grab a coat. You're going to need that as those temperatures start to drop this evening. Now, I'll break down the big winter storm coming up here in just a few minutes. Austin?
Stacey, thank you. We'll see you soon. The Toppenish School Board voted unanimously at last night's board meeting to fire former Superintendent John Cerna, who was put on paid administrative leave over a year ago after reports from the state auditor's office claimed that Cerna had mismanaged the funds. New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell joins us from our Yakima newsroom, where according to Cerna's legal counsel, he's not letting the decision go without a fight.
I spoke to Bill Pickett, a local attorney hired by Cerna, who says Cerna doesn't agree with the actions taken by the board and is planning to respond by taking his own legal action. Pickett says Cerna believes he was improperly and unfairly targeted by the school board and plans to file a claim against the district that could turn into a lawsuit. The response from Toppenish School Board member Elise Washines.
With regards to Cerna, I think that we want to make sure that we're taking every step necessary to comply with due process, with legal matters, and making sure that we're keeping the district in a good place.
Washines says most of the school board members are newer and weren't on the school board when Cerna was serving as superintendent. But following the concerns detailed by the state auditor's office in their reports, the school board at the time placed Cerna on paid non-disciplinary administrative leave and hired an outside investigator to look into the allegations against Cerna.
What we promised the state and our citizens is to look into things, and so we did do a good faith investigation.
Washington says they only recently received the results and, after reviewing them, voted to terminate Cerna's contract at the meeting Monday night.
It's one of the goals of the school board to be transparent, so we're going to be sharing that information.
Washington says they'll be posting the investigative reports directly to the district's website in the coming days so the public can see for themselves. School board members tell me their vote started the process of terminating Cerna's contract, but nothing is official until the documents are signed, which they anticipate taking about another week. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Emily, we appreciate that. Of course, stay with Apple Valley News Now on air and online for updates in this story. We're going to head to northeastern Oregon now. Only Apple Valley News Now was at the scene of a SWAT standoff in Hermiston on Theater Lane and 4th Street yesterday. We brought you live breaking coverage, both on air and online. Well, new tonight, we are on your side with new details in the situation. Authorities tell us that the standoff ended peacefully shortly after 10 p.m. with the arrest of 2 people. 30-year-old Jesse Fote was arrested on an outstanding warrant with ties to a pursuit in the Richland area. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office says 24-year-old Emily Wagoneer, who was also there, well, she was arrested on an outstanding warrant in a separate case. The U.S. Marshals and investigators with the Sheriff's Office had been searching for Fote, who was known to frequently be in the Hermiston area. Nobody was hurt. Authorities say a 14-year-old in Selah is okay after being hit in a crosswalk by a driver making a left-hand turn from Goodlander onto 1st Street. The driver reportedly told police the sun was in her eyes as she was making that turn and didn't see the teen in the crosswalk. Police say because the teen wasn't seriously hurt and the driver stayed to answer questions, she was only cited for failure to yield, which could result in a fine. But police say that is what you should do if you accidentally hit somebody, because even if the victim isn't hurt, leaving could turn the situation worse.
In Washington State, we recognize hit and run as a crime. It can involve either people or property. If you hit somebody, in this case, and then would have left the scene, there would have been much more severe penalties associated with it.
Police say the weather is warming up and the sun is out more now, so this is a very good reminder for drivers to pull over and use their sun visor or sunglasses for better visibility. A reminder about tomorrow's lane closure over the Blue Bridge. Crews will close the southbound right lane Wednesday morning starting at 7. It will remain closed each day until 6 p.m. for the next few weeks. The closure is part of the project to repaint the bridge. Get ready for a change in conditions. Winter weather making a comeback, at least to the mountains. And we could see some rain on the valley floors. Stacy's got your forecast still ahead. Also, the love of reading dispensed by a vending machine in Pasco. You're watching Apple Valley News Now at 6. Stay with us.
Your dream home starts at Floor & Home with Mohawk waterproof flooring made for life. You dream, we install. This is your forever floor. This month, get up to 50% off at your local Walla Walla or Richland Floor & Home.
How's this for your perfect family spring break vacation? You driving in an ultra-modern, trendy RV wherever you want to go. This is not your grandmother's RV. So what's better? What's more affordable? Flying or you driving in one of these? Tomorrow, how to save big and have the best spring break on GMA. For nourished, lightweight hair, the right ingredients make all the difference. New Herbal Essences Sulfate-Free is now packed with plant-based ingredients your hair will love. Like pure aloe and camellia flower oil. And none of the things it won't. Hair feels deeply nourished, soft, and lightweight. Plant power you can feel. New Herbal Essences Sulfate-Free.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, celebrating 20 years of employee ownership with great savings, including our Owner's Choice 20th anniversary sale happening store-wide. Save now at Bi-Mart.
It's Leap Year Savings. Today through February 29th at Walker's Furniture, where you can get the biggest savings of the year on the shortest month of the year. Or take advantage of no interest until 2028.
This week at Walker's. At Good Shepherd, it is not just a job. It is our mission. A mission to improve the health of our community. To give you our hearts, our minds, our compassion, the best technology available, and the greatest medicine of all, kindness. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Roy, she's never seen it!
It's cold and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules.
Ah, look, she made a snow, Roy.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
Are you an experienced machinist? We have a job for you. Pasco Machine is hiring now. We offer generous wages, overtime, double time, full medical, paid holidays, and 4-day work schedule. Apply online today at pascomachine.com.
Next ET, John Cena's Hollywood advice for Travis Kelce.
This is the one misconception that a lot of people have.
Plus, only we're with Max Schmerkowski gearing up for baby number 3.
Next ET. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Your dream home starts at Floor & Home with Mohawk waterproof flooring made for life. You dream, we install. This is your forever floor. This month, get up to 50% off at your local Walla Walla or Richland Floor & Home.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Time for some good news. Elementary students in the Pasco School District raised over $2,000 to raise funds for a book vending machine. Fresh at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald reports on how the funds were raised and how students can use this machine.
The vision came 3 years ago, and now the initiative has taken shape through the efforts of the entire school community.
We value reading, as you can see from our school, and so we thought, why not try, right? And so it's been a few years, but finally.
3 years, and now Virgie Robinson Elementary School students have the opportunity to take part in something pretty new and pretty cool, getting a book out of a vending machine.
People are really gonna love it because instead of going to the library, like having to wait multiple days, they could just go on, head down, and get a book out of the vending machine.
It's a school that values reading, says 5th grader Aubriana Rodriguez.
Because the more you read, the more education you get.
And reading at this school, it's not a punishment.
You earn a book, it's never a consequence, right? It's a positive thing, and so that's what we're trying to portray.
It's a reward tied into the school's behavior intervention system.
So our students get to earn comment bucks, and comment bucks are earned by being respectful, being responsible, and being safe here at our school. And then we have a comment store that happens 2 times a month, and so students will be able to purchase the coins for the book vending machine for about 20 comment bucks.
Because reading is the most important thing you can do in school. Because without reading, you can't do anything. You can't do math or anything unless you can read.
Ricky Robinson is the oldest son of the school's namesake, Virgie Robinson, along with the president of the Virgie Robinson Scholarship Fund. He says his mother would be humbled and that it was heartwarming to be there as the board tagged along for the unveiling.
But the fact that reading is being promoted and so forth, that was at the top of her list. You know, boy, you better, and both her and my father were like that about reading and so forth.
But no one seems more excited than the students who are counting up their comment bucks to get a book from the new machine. In Pasco, Riley Fitzgerald, Apple Valley News Now.
What an awesome story, Riley. Thank you. The school is also accepting book donations for the vending machine. You can find more information about how you can support efforts just by going to our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a peek outside. Look at that beautiful color of blue on our Legends Casino sky cam tonight. You do see the clouds out there. We're going to see overcast skies and a slight chance of some stray showers coming through. 46 degrees. Winds are a little bit breezy, 14 miles an hour. That makes our feels like temperature 40 degrees. So not quite as cold as we were last night, but we have gustier winds, so it kind of feels chilly if you step outside. Let's take a look at that radar. There's that snow already falling in the Cascades. We're seeing heavy snow starting to fall here, then southern Blue Mountains, northern Blue Mountains, all the way up towards the Dayton area. So we're going to continue to see that overnight. We have some showers falling from Milton Freewater to Walla Walla, just kind of skirting around the Tri-Cities. Hermiston had a few drops. Now, this is a, well, kind of hard to explain weather pattern. We not only have a system moving down from Canada and Alaska, but we also have a southerly flow coming up from the Pacific. So that's bringing in some warmer air. As you can see, we have lots of rain on the west side, but look at the snow that's coming down from the cold air in the north. And then you can continue to see the southwesterly flow bringing that warmer air through the region. This weather pattern continues, and it will eventually start to move south across the Oregon Cascades. But we first get the big snow in the Washington Cascades, and then we have another system kind of unsettled out on the coast setting up. Let's talk about passes. They've got some changes up there. Snowing on Snoqualmie. Traction tires are required. No oversized vehicles. White Pass traction tires advised. Stevens Pass right now has light snow, but closed in both directions. They're doing avalanche control. No word on how long that's going to take. Right now, Cabbage Hill, that's that I-84 corridor. It's snowing there. No restrictions at this time. Do carry chains across that roadway. Let's take a look at our closer to home futurecast, and we see those scattered showers developing tonight. There continues the snow in the blues. This is what we're talking about, snow on the east slopes of the Cascades and the upper elevations. That's just the beginning. The storm really gets going as we move through tonight into tomorrow, and we'll continue to see showers in the lower elevations moving up towards the Spokane area along I-90. We're seeing snow once again, lighter snow in the blues there tomorrow, but it's not done. We'll continue to see heavy mountain snowfall over the next 24, 48 hours. Here's Thursday morning, heavy snow. Again, you see it starting to move to the south, then moving through Heppner, once again hitting the Blue Mountains with lots of rain showers through our region, and it's very unsettled and scattered. There's some heavy rain showers coming into Hermiston Thursday afternoon, and we continue to see that snow fall in both the Blues and the Cascade Mountains. So lots of snow there, 2 to 4 feet in the Cascades. 12 to 22 for the east slopes. Blue Mountains, 8 to 19 inches. Add those strong gusty winds. We've got a big storm brewing there, so definitely want to take extra time if you're planning on traveling, or maybe just avoid it for the next little bit. We were showing Snoqualmie Pass earlier. You can kind of see it's getting dark, but heavy snow falling there this evening, so be careful on the roadways. No oversized vehicles are permitted. Good time to remind you of your winter driving supply kit. This is what you need to pack in your car if you are going to be trying to get on those roads for the next few days. Temperatures tonight, as you remember, were cold last night, a little bit warmer tonight with that warm front moving into the area. 30s and 40s in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, and we stay in the low to mid 30s there at the foothills of the Blues. For tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Once again, this is that warm front coming through. It's not going to last long. It'll start to move on out. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast here. Lots of active weather in Hermiston. And then we move into Walla Walla. You've got those gusty winds with temperatures in the 50s, lowering into the 40s for the weekend with those overnight lows down below the freezing level, looking for rain mixed with snow. In Walla Walla, again, same situation. We'll see that rain mixed with snow possible on Saturday. And in Tri-Cities, look at temperatures 60 degrees tomorrow, dropping 10 degrees the next day, down to the 40s by the weekend with that mixed precip. So a lot going on in the weather. Be safe out there. A lot more to come. Back to you, Austin.
Okay, Stacy. Next, a consumer alert. The FDA is issuing a national recall impacting some eye ointment products. We're on your side with that story next.
It's Markdown Madness now at Mattress Depot USA.
Get slam dunk savings of up to 60% off.
Beat the buzzer, these prices won't last long.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Live a life of luxury at Legends Casino Hotel during our Lux Bucks giveaway. You could win up to $5,000 every Thursday, or the big prize of $10 grand and a luxury item from Burberry, Tumi, Prada, Louis Vuitton, or Yves Saint Laurent. Ooh la la! Did I just speak French? Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn valuable entries for our Lux Bucks cash, purses, and luggage. Okay, so it's not a Rolls Royce or a Chateau in the Alps, but we're just a casino in Toppenish, so cut us some slack. And play Lux Bucks at Legends Casino Hotel every Thursday in March.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis.
Pain with my feet, my knees. Feet, knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel-to-toe walk.
I'm not feeling any pain, especially in my heel. That's where I always feel it.
I don't feel the knee pain. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Are you looking for a new car that's sporty, fun, practical, with great fuel efficiency? Check out the 2024 Kia Forte LXS at Overturf Kia and make a bold impression when you ride in style. Now just $19,999. Plus get 3.9% interest for up to 48 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
It's Leap Year Savings. Today through February 29th at Walker's Furniture, where you can get the biggest savings of the year on the shortest month of the year. Or take advantage of no interest until 2028.
This week at Walker's.
In the heart of winter, when the temperatures are becoming frigid, there's a fire within some that refuses to be extinguished. But what happens when the call of adventure clashes with silence? That's when the real power of determination shines through. We're here when you need us. Batteries Plus. Awaken your drive.
An affordable, adjustable bed from Mattress Depot USA will help you sleep better.
And help alleviate aches and pains, sleep apnea, and snoring.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Welcome back. The FDA has announced a nationwide recall of eye ointment products. Multiple brands from Brassica Pharma Private Limited sold at Walmart and CVS's may not be sterile. According to the FDA, that could cause health problems for some people because medicine that goes through the eye avoids some of the human body's natural defenses. Among the products issued in this recall, Equate Lubricant Eye Ointment and CVS Health Lubricant Eye Ointment. Brassica officials say they haven't received any reports of injuries caused by the items, but consumers are asked to take the ointments back to the place of purchase for a recall. Now, more information is available tonight on the FDA's website. Still ahead, the backlash against the IVF ruling that embryos are children coming from outside and within Alabama. We'll have that story and more as the area's only 6:30 newscast is just minutes away.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade. I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
At Goodwill, we're more than just a store. We believe in the power of community. Our devoted team of employees, working hand in hand with local business partners, unite to create opportunities for all. Within Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program that assists job seekers in crafting resumes, preparing for interviews, and grants access to community resources and information. We're not just building careers, we're building bridges that strengthen our community.
Goodwill, where your purchases and donations transform your community.
Here are some frequently asked questions we get about Dial-A-Ride services. Is Dial-A-Ride going away? No, it is not. All Dial-A-Ride services to Tri-Cities, Benton City, and Prosser is exactly the same. Are drivers being laid off? No. If you qualify for Dial-A-Ride or want to find out if you qualify for Dial-A-Ride services, call 509-735-0160 or visit bft.org to learn more.
Sometimes Jonah wrestles with falling asleep, so he takes ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, and wakes up feeling like himself. Get the rest to be your best with non-habit-forming ZzzQuil. Better days start with ZzzQuil nights.
New herbal essences sulfate-free, packed with pure aloe and camellia flower oil your hair will love. And none of the things it won't. Hair that feels deeply nourished, soft, and lightweight. New herbal essences.
At Bi-Mart, we're celebrating 20 years of employee ownership. Save now with our latest savings book. Shop store-wide with Owner's Choice Anniversary Savings. Save on PMC 556 ammo. All single candy bars are 5 for $5. Campbell's Chunky Soup is 2 for $3. Plus, we've got you covered on all your spring gardening essentials for less. Save now at Bi-Mart, celebrating 20 years of being employee-owned and proudly saving our members more.
It only happens once every 4 years. So this week, Walker's Furniture is celebrating Leap Year with the biggest discounts of the year, where you can get unbeatable savings. Every bedroom set, dining room set, and comfortable sofas or sectionals, where you can take advantage of no-interest financing until next Leap Year with no money down. But you better hurry to save this big.
Because savings like these only happen every 4 years at Walker's.
Right now on the area's only local news at 6:30.
I'm Monique Ledesma with Apple Valley News Now, a new addition to Sun Valley for migrant students. All that and more coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
I can tell I'm already looking forward to this story. Thanks for joining us for the area's only live local news at 6:30. I am Austin Reed. Okay, a school in Sunnyside is working to make sure no child, regardless of circumstances, are left behind, especially when it comes to education. Sun Valley Elementary is welcoming its first migrant student preschool. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma says this is all about making sure that students get a strong start and move towards a strong finish.
Sun Valley is a kinder-focused elementary school, and this preschool classroom of 17 students at Sun Valley Elementary is a special new program. It's the school's first migrant student preschool. Principal Miguel Puente says early learning is something important across all schools, all systems. But Puente says the school noticed migrant students may not get an early start to their education.
We know that there's a gap in the number of students that have had learning opportunities, both formal and informal, before arriving in our building. And this is an effort by Sunnyside in our building to close that gap.
Puente says the goal for this new classroom is that children are set up for success for their education.
At the beginning of every school year, we do a readiness assessment for all of our incoming students. And historically, we've seen the student population needing additional support in order to complete some of our grade level expectations.
Some of that support may include more time in the classroom.
Anytime that we can expand the number of days that students are in school settings is always a win for us. And we've seen over the last few years in our other preschool classrooms that the readiness gap has closed for those students by having access to an additional year of schooling.
This new preschool class will serve as a transition to the students so they'll know what to expect once they start kindergarten. Principal Puente says that by allowing students to enter classrooms at a younger age, it allows them to be aware of classroom routines and know how to engage in classroom discussions.
Our students have access to those routines, though they are able to establish positive and productive habits, which helps them access their academic material.
Although this is the start of their education, Puente says it's paving the road to their education success. Reporting in Sunnyside, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
We appreciate that, Monique. The principal says keeping open communication is key, and that means working with families of the students and how important that is to the program's success. Let's talk about your weather now as we are getting closer to middle of the week now. Stacey Lee has a first look at your first alert weather forecast.
And we'll start with the calm before the storm. Look at that. It's nice outside tonight in the Columbia Basin on our Legends Casino Skycam. We had a nice little sunset, a few clouds lingering, and some breezy winds this evening, but overall not bad. 46, much warmer than we were last night, and we're going to continue to see those warmer conditions. But let's take a look at our radar. Things are shifting there. We've got snow already coming down across the Cascades, the east slopes of the Cascades, right along that I-90 corridor. They're doing avalanche control on Stevens Pass tonight, and this is just the beginning of that. We're also seeing some scattered showers through our region, Milton Freewater, Walla Walla, and that heavy snow starting to fall across the Blue Mountains tonight. So there's multiple winter weather advisories in our region and winter weather watches and warnings. So lots going on. Let's take a look at that storm track for tomorrow. We've got this upper level flow bringing the moisture in and the cold air dropping down from Canada. It all meets up to bring this massive storm. Lots of wet weather on the west side of the state. We'll continue to see those snow showers falling heavy at times through the Cascades and eventually making its way down to the Cascades in Oregon. Now, the good news is we have slightly warmer temperatures overnight tonight, which will keep the snow away from our region. We'll just see rain showers through the area, temperatures in the 30s and even 40 degrees tonight. Let's plan your day for tomorrow. Out the door, look for rainy conditions in the Yakima area, overcast and dry, though, in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities for the most part. We could see some sprinkles, though, coming through. Walla Walla is looking at a wet day tomorrow. Plus, we're going to see breezy to gusty winds. Those winds really start to pick up Wednesday into Thursday, 35 to 45 miles an hour. Austin?
Cece, thank you. Turning to our legislature, a hearing took place today for an initiative that would ban an income tax in the state of Washington. Initiative 2111 would prohibit state and local income taxes across the state using the IRS definition of income. Washington does not currently have an income tax. However, the state does have a capital gains tax, which collects a portion of stock or investment earnings. There are 6 initiatives to the legislature this year, including one that would repeal the capital gains tax outright. If the legislature does not vote in favor of the initiatives, they will be placed on the November ballot for a statewide vote. We have new developments in the fight over IVF treatments following a controversial ruling from Alabama's Supreme Court that frozen embryos are considered children. Alabama's governor is now supporting a new law that would state that that's the opposite, saying frozen embryos are not considered children. And Alabama's Attorney General says he has no intention of prosecuting IVF families or providers. Democratic senators held a press conference today responding to the ruling. Senator Patty Murray had this to say.
You cannot support IVF and support fetal personhood laws. They are fundamentally incompatible. You are not fooling anyone. Women aren't just going to forget who is responsible for this, who ripped away their dreams of building their families.
The fallout from this ruling could impact women and families all across the country. Democracy in action in Michigan, the state holding its first presidential primary today. President Biden faces a protest vote among Democrats in that state regarding his handling of the Israel-Hamas war. Some Democrats checking the uncommitted box instead of voting for Biden. Michigan is home to the largest Middle Eastern and North African populations of any battleground state. However, it is expected that President Biden will win the Michigan primary vote. Republicans in Michigan also participating today in the presidential primary. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley remains in the race, but she is contending against former President Trump, who still has massive support.
I vote for issues. I don't vote for people. Security of our borders, the economy, jobs.
Haley vows to remain in the race for the White House through Super Tuesday. That is 1 week from today, with more than a dozen states holding their primaries. And a reminder that Washington state holds its presidential primary on Tuesday, March the 12th. Ballots have already gone out in the mail, and you can fill it out and return it as soon as you get it. For the presidential primary election, only you are required to select a political party. There were high-stakes talks at the White House today as President Biden met with top congressional leaders to try to break through their legislative deadlocks, including the looming government shutdown, border security, and aid for Ukraine. During the meeting, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer put pressure on House Speaker Mike Johnson to actually pass funds for Ukraine. And with the U.S. starting down a domestic funding deadline Friday, Speaker Johnson says that he is optimistic they can keep the government open and funded. The president gave a stern warning of the dire consequences if lawmakers don't reach a deal in time. But on the topic of new border security, neither side laid out a bipartisan path forward. Tonight's a reminder that, yep, it is still winter. The mountains are getting slammed with snowfall, and we're going to experience wet and windy conditions. Stacy Lee has a look at your forecast as we are on your side at 6:30.
Changing the nature of Richland's waterfront. Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Wednesday.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is a sign you'll want in your yard.
It's Markdown Madness now at Mattress Depot USA.
Get slam dunk savings on premium mattress sets.
Like $99 for each piece on any size mattress.
Or $5.99 for a king-size Sealy plush mattress.
Even a queen-size Sealy plush mattress for $3.99.
Beat the buzzer. With crazy prices like this, they won't last long.
Get here before Markdown Madness ends March 31st.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
It's time to play Get to Know the Raptors and Alice. Favorite food?
Pizza, duh. Ribeye steak, rare.
A bowl of cantaloupe the size of a swimming pool.
Favorite triple play attraction?
2 words, arcade. The entire Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park.
Zipline. It's great for talking with guests.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Cantaloupe, really?
Steak, really?
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Here are some frequently asked questions we get about Dial-A-Ride services. Is Dial-A-Ride going away? No, it is not. All Dial-A-Ride services to Tri-Cities, Benton City, and Prosser is exactly the same. Are drivers being laid off? No. If you qualify for Dial-A-Ride or want to find out if you qualify for Dial-A-Ride services, call 509-735-0160 or visit bft.org to learn more.
Kate Winslet is one power-hungry politician who she channeled to play an unstable dictator. And the Oscar winner's confession about hating fame after Titanic. Then inside Adam Sandler's Unbreakable Bond with Jennifer Aniston. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Back now with a consumer alert that is new tonight. Toyota recalling 381,000 of its Tacoma pickups. The world's largest automaker says the truck's rear axle bolts can get loose and could potentially cause the axle to detach. The recall is for 2022 and 2023 model years and is impacting owners, and officials say they are asking owners, excuse me, let me just start from the beginning here. The recall is for 2022 and 2023 model years, and affected owners will be contacted. Owners are being advised to take their Tacomas to the nearest dealer to have the rear axle inspected. Toyota hasn't disclosed if this glitch has caused any accidents. This comes on the heels of a separate Toyota matter where 280,000 trucks and SUVs were recalled for moving forward while in neutral. Announced today, the Yakima Nation receiving up to $32 million to boost clean energy projects. The award supports the Yakima Nation's goal of converting inefficient open water irrigation canals into a solar and micro hydropower irrigation system. This new system could conserve up to 20% more water and help residents save up to 15% on their utility bills. The project also includes building solar panels on land and does not disturb cultural resources, as well as training local tribe members for at least 10 full-time jobs. This is the single largest investment by the Department of Energy in tribal infrastructure. The funding comes from the bipartisan infrastructure law. Senator Patty Murray commented today, quote, "This announcement is great news for the Yakima Nation as they continue to work on improving grid resilience, boosting their renewable energy supply, and strengthen service reliability," end quote.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's just get right to it. We've got snow falling across the Cascade Mountains, as you can see, from Snoqualmie Pass all the way into the Cle Elum area and even further south. As we look to the east, we've got scattered showers going through the foothills of the Blues just outside of Tri-Cities and heavy snow falling along the Blue Mountains. Now, we do have some updates on our pass reports. Snoqualmie Pass, it's snowing there. Chains are now required on all vehicles. No oversized vehicles are permitted. White Pass is seeing some snow this evening. Traction tires advised there. Stevens Pass has light snow tonight. However, they are closed in both directions on Highway 2 due to avalanche control. No word on when the road will be open there. Cabbage Hill, again, that's that I-84 corridor, snowing. Carry chains there as well. Active weather in our area. This is kind of the beginning of a storm that's going to continue all the way into Thursday. And this is the pattern tomorrow. Wet on the west side, cold air dropping in from the north, and that moisture coming in from the southwest. So it's all combining to make lots of rain on the west side, lots of snow in the mountains, and even some moisture in our lower elevations in the high desert area that we live in. And we'll continue to see those snow showers moving on down into Oregon and parts of Northern California. Quite the storm. Here's what we're seeing on our Futurecast radar. Again, those snow showers will intensify tonight in the Cascades, and those rain showers will start to pick up through the lower elevations. By midnight tonight, you'll continue to see heavy snow, especially on this I-84 corridor, widespread rain showers through our area, and then some of those snow showers starting to lighten up just a little bit. Now that warm front moving in is going to push a lot of heavy rain showers on the west side of the state, but as it gets to the colder mountains, you'll continue to see snow falling there. So it'll be that cold, wet, that heavy type of snow. We'll see gusty winds in our region as that system moves through, along with some rain showers with pockets of clearing and then rain moving right back in. Here's Thursday morning. It's going to be wet at the bus stop. Here's those snow showers infiltrating most of Oregon, the Dalles, across the Columbia River Gorge. We could see some snow there as well. And again, in the Cascade Mountains, we see those showers continuing throughout the day on Thursday, breaking apart in the afternoon, but we continue to see the snow moving through the area. Very active weather pattern with winter storm warnings all through the region. Blizzard-like conditions in the Blues, up to 19 inches of snow possible by Thursday evening. Cascades 2 to 4 feet. East slopes of the Cascades 12 to 22 inches, and they're also going to be dealing with those strong gusty winds. It's a good reminder to keep your car packed if you're heading out at all in the next couple of days. Keep those batteries, the first aid kit, sandbags, snacks, water. Make sure your phone is charged up, and of course, have the proper type of tires and carry those chains with you in your vehicle. Outside tonight, though, in the Dust Devil Sky Cam, 46 degrees, traffic moving along nicely. We've got cloudy skies out there, temperatures starting to drop. Our feels like temp is 40 degrees. Temperatures overnight tonight, much warmer than we saw last night. Remember, we were down around 20 degrees in Cle Elum last night, 9 degrees warmer at 29, 37 in Sunnyside and Toppenish. Moving into the Columbia Basin, 30s and 40s here as well. And taking a look at the foothills of the Blues, you'll see those temperatures overnight in the 30s. For tomorrow, again, those warmer temperatures with that quick warm front. It just sticks around for a day, and then we'll drop a full 10 degrees when we get into our Thursday. So enjoy the 60 degrees, but it is going to be windy and it is going to be wet. Look at those strong gusty winds in Hermiston. Rain mixed with snow possible by Saturday, and we'll start to see things clearing up by Sunday into Monday. Very stormy, active weather in Walla Walla for the next several days with that rain mixed with snow possible on Saturday. Yakima's looking at some strong gusty winds, some wet weather, rain mixed with snow on Saturday as those temperatures really plummet overnight. Columbia Basin will see those gusty winds and more showers right into the weekend where we could see that rain mixed with snow. Look at these overnight lows, pretty chilly as we get into the weekend. So lots of active weather, and our weather photo of the day is on the way next. Austin?
Thanks for keeping us safe and updated. We appreciate that. Next, experience a scenic Washington destination like never before. That's when we fly the Northwest. Next at 6:30.
It's Markdown Madness now at Mattress Depot USA.
Get slam dunk savings of up to 60% off.
Beat the buzzer, these prices won't last long.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Live a life of luxury at Legends Casino Hotel during our Lux Bucks giveaway. You could win up to $5,000 every Thursday or the big prize of $10 grand and a luxury item from Burberry, Tumi, Prada, Louis Vuitton, or Yves Saint Laurent. Ooh la la! Did I just speak French? Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn valuable entries for our Lux Bucks cash, purses, and luggage. Okay, so it's not a Rolls Royce or a chateau in the Alps, but we're just a casino in Toppenish, so cut us some slack. And play Lux Bucks at Legends Casino Hotel every Thursday in March.
Prosser Memorial Health board-certified pediatricians Dr. Dennis Moore and Dr. Gary Podolsky care for newborns through age 18 and are now accepting new patients at our Grandview and Prosser Clinic locations. Their services include wellness exams, school and sports physicals, and treatment for common childhood illnesses. To schedule an appointment for your child, call a Prosser Memorial Health Clinic near you or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
For nourished, lightweight hair, the right ingredients make all the difference. New Herbal Essences Sulfate-Free is now packed with plant-based ingredients your hair will love, like pure aloe and camellia flower oil. And none of the things it won't. Hair feels deeply nourished, soft, and lightweight. Plant power you can feel. New Herbal Essences Sulfate-Free.
A controversial debate in Richland.
It's a little frustrating.
Should the city allow taller buildings near the river?
It has impacts.
Who's for and who's against changing the nature of Richland's waterfront and what it could mean for all of us? Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Wednesday.
Next ET, John Cena's Hollywood advice for Travis Kelce.
This is the one misconception that a lot of people have.
Plus, Only We're with Max Schmerkowski gearing up for baby number 3.
Next ET. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
An affordable, adjustable bed from Mattress Depot USA will help you sleep better.
And help alleviate aches and pains, sleep apnea, and snoring.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. It is a very special museum that boasts an amazing view of one of the natural wonders of our Pacific Northwest. Fresh at 6:30 tonight, we are soaring over the Maryhill Museum, which overlooks the Columbia River as we fly the Northwest.
Sam Hill was a man larger than life. I'm Colleen Jaffroth. I'm the executive director of the Maryhill Museum of Art, which is here on the beautiful Columbia River. All of this came to be, behind you is 5,300 acres that Sam was originally going to create a Quaker farming community out of. But when it never really got started, he decided he was going to turn a part of it, his ranch house, into a museum. Some of the more permanent exhibitions includes our Gallery of Indigenous Art, includes our chess sets, a Queen Marie Gallery, paintings, sculpture by Rodin, and I guess just as wonderful as the inside is the views you can get from the outside. Stonehenge was a dream of Samuel Hill's. He was visiting the original Stonehenge on Salisbury Plain in Great Britain, and so when he came back to the Pacific Northwest, he'd been thinking about a memorial to the young men in Klickitat County who had passed away because of the war, and pretty soon we had a monument, and it was up and dedicated by 1929. He was a keen road builder. He really wanted a highway through the Columbia River Gorge. What he decided to do was do an experimental road here at Maryhill, and so he created what we know today as the Maryhill Loops Roads. It's open dawn to dusk for walking and biking, and of course we have our various car clubs and skateboarding clubs and luge clubs who want to use it on certain kinds of weekends so they can come down and have their races. I love this place. It's part of my heart, part of my soul. And what I really love about it is the people who come and get something out of it. They get to experience this beauty, and that's what Sam wanted for everybody too.
less than an hour away. If you haven't checked it out, go do so. Stacy's back with a final look at your forecast next.
The $20 taste of KFC meal is 6 pieces of chicken and these 4 sides. Mashed potatoes and gravy, some of this, creamy this, and cheesy that. And don't forget the buttery biscuits. All that for 20 bucks. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my... Rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Tempur-Pedic designed the Ergo Pro Smart Base to help you fall asleep more easily. It's the only smart base that features our exclusive soundscape mode that synchronizes a gentle massage with relaxing sounds to help you drift peacefully off to sleep.
Get a free $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, celebrating 20 years of employee ownership with great savings, including our Owner's Choice 20th anniversary sale happening store-wide. Save now at Bi-Mart.
Changing the nature of Richland's waterfront. Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Wednesday.
All right, we've been waiting for the weather photo of the day, and it is a beauty. Check this out. My good friend Russell Garver lives out towards the Walla Walla area. Look at that beautiful landscape. That is the Blue Mountains with a little bit of snow and that big storm cloud. They had a little snow out there yesterday afternoon and some mixed precip. So thank you for sharing, Russell. Submit your photos at Apple Valley News Now /photos right on the website. New way to do it. Let's plan your day for tomorrow. There you go. You got those showers. It's going to be wet on and off. And Tri-Cities will see some scattered sprinkles. Warm temperatures, however, look at that, 60 degrees. But unfortunately, we're going to have those strong gusty winds.
We're best friends already, everybody.
I'll share my mic with you.
Thank you. Have a great night, everybody. We'll be back at 11.
Have a good night.